Hello everybody, this is Stratus Gaming here. Welcome to another video. So we got another top 10 video, and this is my top 10 favorite Fallout New Vegas ballistic firearms in Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas is one of my favorite games of all time. It is one of my top 10 favorites. I have played Fallout New Vegas since it came out. I've beaten it like almost 100 times, and I've done so many hardcore runs and casual ones. It's just fun, and recently I've been playing on the PC version because of the mods you can download, and it's just so much fun to have extra content into the game. Plus, with the GEC, which the GEC is awesome and allows you to make your own files. Without further ado, let's get started. Before we get started, obviously, disclaimer, this is my opinion. Feel free to leave yours down in the comments, and if there's a weapon that I'm forgetting that I didn't mention, feel free to leave it in the comments. Now, we're only looking at ballistic firearms. This means energy weapons, melee, unarmed, and explosives will get their own list. Without further ado, let's get started. Number 10 is the weathered 10mm pistol. Now, the weathered 10mm pistol is the very special version of the 10mm pistol. You can only get this from the Courier's Cache DLC. And you get like a whole bunch of packs, and one of the packs gives you this 10mm pistol. It's one of my favorite starter weapons. Whenever I start Fallout New Vegas, I have this weapon until I get a very good weapon, which is usually a trail carbine, a hunting rifle, or the chopper, or the liberator, or something. Then I usually never use this gun at all. Yeah, the weathered 10mm pistol is awesome. It uses 10mm rounds, and if you need help finding all these locations, then go ahead and check the Fallout wiki for all of them. But yeah, number 9 is the trail carbine. Now, the trail carbine, you're probably wondering, why is this weapon on the list, actually? The trail carbine is a lever-action piece, to say the least. It has a modification that allows you to put a scope on it, which means you can turn it into a skull fragment weapon, which is love it, and you do. Now, the trail carbine can be found in several locations. It can be bought from the Crimson Caravan, the Gunrunners, Chet, or Cliff Briscoe and Novak. However, there is one set location. You can find it on a hostile Viper gang leader in Bonnie Springs, only in the first encounter with them. So, that's how you get the trail carbine. Number 8 is the All-American Marksman Carbine. Now, the All-American is the unique variant of the Marksman Carbine, and this weapon is so much better than the Marksman Carbine. It has a higher rate of fire, I think it has higher damage armor and a higher DPS, and just, such a sexy looking beast, to say the least. Now, this weapon is an absolute bitch to unlock or to get. It is found in the armory of Vault 34, which, if you don't know where Vault 34 is, it's a dangerous, irradiated, filled, ghoul-infested vault to the southeast of the New Vegas Strip. It's torture, but this weapon is well worth it when you get out of that fucking hellhole. Number 7 is Maria! Maria is the unique variant of the 9mm pistol, which has higher damage, higher DPS, and yeah, it's just, what a sexy looking weapon it is. And this gun, if you don't know who carries it, it is carried by Benny, the guy that shoots you in the head at the start of the game. He's found in the Tops Casino. However, if you don't off him right then and there, he will flee and be caught in the fort when Caesar needs to speak to you. And yeah, I say kill Benny for it because this weapon is well worth it. It's well worth using, and it's one of my favorite guns in the entire game. Number 6 is Paciencia. This is the unique variant of the hunting rifle found in the Gunrunner's arsenal. Now, the reason Paciencia is only number 6, it has no scope. However, it's still pinpoint accurate with a weapon threat of 0.1. Which is incredible. However, it only has 3 shots, but the reason it has 3 shots is its critical damage is 110, which is the same as an anti-material rifle. And yeah, this gun is number 6. I usually use it when I start buying it, but then once I get other weapons, which we'll talk about later, it becomes kind of, obsolete. Before we get to the top 5, I have a few honorable mentions that I want to take a look at, so we'll start with them. First honorable mention is the ZZ-57 Avenger minigun. Now, the ZZ-57 Avenger minigun is the new variant of the minigun, which has a lower magazine capacity, but a higher damage and higher DPS, which is just exactly what a unique minigun would sound like. Now, this is found in the location called the Devil's Throat, which is east of Bitter Springs, north of Camp Guardian, and way far northeast or east of the New Vegas Strip. You have to fight both ghouls, super mutants, centaurs, or all three of them at the same time to get this weapon, and it's worth it. It's really worth it. The next honorable mention is the BB gun, known specifically as the Abilene Limited Edition BB gun, which the Abilene Kid Limited Edition BB gun is the unique variant of the BB gun, which has greater damage and a greater DPS. However, its critical damage is really, really high. And funny enough, if you get the better critical perk, its critical hit damage is on par with the sniper rifle's critical damage, which is incredible. It's such a great weapon, and this weapon can be found in two ways. If you have Wild Wasteland, it can be found by speaking to Rex and saying, "What's that, boy? Did someone fall down a well?" You'll find it in Jimmy's well next to a dead skeleton. If you do not have Wild Wasteland, you can find it in Field Shack, which is right next to where Jimmy's well would be if you do have Wild Wasteland. However, with the mod that I'm currently working on, which makes it where some of the weapons that are really hard to acquire, I've added them all over the wasteland so they're easier in different locations. This one's actually, I've made it where the Abilene Limited Edition BB gun is found in free side, but is on a hostile free side thug. The third honorable mention we have is the shoulder-mounted machine gun. Oh boy, this was one of my favorite weapons back then in the game, and I love it. Shoulder-mounted machine gun is basically what it sounds like. You put it on your shoulder, it's a giant minigun. Now, this weapon is found all over the Lonesome Road DLC, most specifically carried by marked men. And there's a lot of them you can get. I think there's like 7 or 8 you can get in the game, and you can also buy them from the commissary, but the easiest way to get one is right next to the entrance of High Road, which is cool. I've already talked about Paciencia. Number 5 is the Sleepy Time 10mm SMG. Now, the Sleepy Time 10mm SMG is silenced. It's awesome. It's got a bigger magazine, and it does pretty damn good damage. This gun is really required for half the Gunner's Arsenal challenge, like Nazi, which is a challenge where you have to kill a bunch of the casino guys with this gun, which is cool. Number 4 is the hunting rifle. You're probably wondering, why is the hunting rifle better than the Paciencia? Well, it has 3 modifications. The custom action, which increases the rate of fire. The extended magazine, which goes from, 6 to 12, I think, or 6 to 8, I don't remember. And it has a modification for a scope, which is badass, I'm going to say. I love the hunting rifle, and it is found all over the wasteland. However, if you do need an exact location, I have 2. It can be carried on Legionary Assassins before level 16. And there's one found in Cliff Briscoe's bungalow in Novak, if you don't want to buy it, of course. Number 3 is the Gobi Campaign Scout Rifle. Now, the Gobi Campaign Scout Rifle is the unique variant of the Sniper Rifle, which does greater damage, DPS, and all that. Look at the color of it. It's just sexy. This thing is found in the Sniper's Nest, which is found directly northeast of Camp Searchlight and west of Conwood Cove. You will need 100 lockpicking skill to get this weapon, but I say it's well worth it because you get one of the biggest and baddest weapons in Fallout New Vegas. Number 2, we're getting to the dark side of me. Number 2 is the Riot Shotgun. Oh, where to begin with the Riot Shotgun? So the Riot Shotgun is a shotgun. It's fully automatic, and when you get the Gunner's Arsenal DLC, this gun is just badass. Combine this with Dragon Breath shotgun rounds and the explosive stuff, man, this weapon will kick ass and kill anything that it sees. This weapon can be found all over the place. After reaching level 17, you can buy one from gun runners and most of the shops. And also, some of the NCR troopers at Hoover Dam will carry this weapon. Number 1, without a doubt, is the Medicine Stick. The Medicine Stick is the unique variant of the Brush Gun, which has higher damage, higher DPS, and a higher magazine capacity. Now, the Medicine Stick is part of the Gunner's Arsenal, and you will need to fork over 40 to 24,000 bottle caps if you have a very low barter or very high barter like I do in my case. But I say it's well worth it, and it is the most powerful 4570 government chambered weapon in the entire game. And this is my favorite weapon in Fallout New Vegas, hands down. If you guys have any other suggestions of weapons in Fallout New Vegas for guns, please let me know down in the comments, and I will gladly pin your comment. Also, if you want to be in my next video for Fallout New Vegas, then join my Discord server at Drunken Burnwood, and we can make a video together. Anyways, that's it for today. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.